Some things can steal your sunshine.
Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Here's an energy tip being brought to you by Union County Electric. Turn off the air conditioning, the TV, and all those electricity hogs and enjoy some time in the great outdoors. If your kids spend their summer vacations playing video games, they're sucking up a lot of energy without expending any of their own. Sign them up for sports leagues, summer camps, and other activities outside the home. This energy tip is a courtesy of Intercounty Electric, and they're a proud supporter of the 4-H and FFA livestock auction.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your latest KSMO weather forecast. Today we have a 50-50 chance of showers and thunderstorms. Now some of the storms today could produce heavy rainfall. Skies will be partly sunny with a high near 87 and our heat index value will be as high as 97 degrees with a light southerly wind. Tonight we'll have a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms up until around midnight to 1 a.m. We'll be partly cloudy tonight with a low around 70 degrees and calm winds that become southerly around 5 miles per hour after midnight. Tomorrow we do have a slight chance of showers with thunderstorms also possible after 10 a.m. Chance of precipitation tomorrow is 20%. The day will be mostly sunny and will be hot with a high near 92. Our heat index value tomorrow is projected to be as high as 103 degrees with southwesterly winds around 7 miles per hour. Then Saturday night will be mostly clear with a low around 71 with a light southerly wind. Sunday will be sunny and hot with a high near 93. We'll have southwesterly winds 5 to 7 miles per hour. Sunday night will be mostly clear with a low around 72. Then Monday sunny and hot with a high near 93. Monday night is forecasted to be mostly clear with a low temperature around 72. Then sunny and hot on Tuesday with a high near 94 degrees. Tuesday night should be mostly clear with a low around 71. Then Wednesday sunny and hot with a high near 95 degrees. Wednesday night will be mostly clear with a low around 71 degrees, and Thursday, for the fourth day in a row, will be sunny and hot. Actually, the fifth day in a row, will be sunny and hot with a high temperature near 96 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Receive Brownfield's latest national and state news, markets, and weather in your email inbox. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, PFAS, are a large class of thousands of manufactured chemical compounds used in industry and consumer products since the 40s. There are thousands of unique PFAS chemicals, called forever chemicals because they break down very slowly and accumulate and persist in the environment. Most of us have been exposed to some by touching, drinking, eating, or breathing in materials containing PFAS. They're found in the blood of people and animals all over the world. They can be found in many everyday items because of their water and stain-resistant properties. Carpets, furniture, some cosmetics, non-stick cookware, and some food packaging. Firefighting foam used at airports, military bases, and training sites is another source of PFAS contamination. Air, water, or soil amendments contaminated with PFAS can infiltrate farm ground. Although they have been found in some crop protection products, their presence is not always intentional. In some cases, PFAS are introduced during manufacturing or packaging. The percentage of U.S. farmland contaminated by these forever chemicals is a bit unclear at the time, but is not inconsequential. Misinformation about PFAS is even more pervasive than the contamination itself. So stay informed. Organizations like American Farm Bureau Federation have voiced concerns that farmers could be unfairly targeted, even though they do not create or use PFAS on their farms, but could have passively received the chemicals. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
I'm Naheem Hines. professional football player, and proud supporter of the Muscular Dystrophy Association. My mom was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy when I was 14, and I watched her struggle. But MDA helped her get the best treatments and care, and they also help kids like my buddy Ethan.
My name is Ethan, and I'm 12 years old. Thanks to the Muscular Dystrophy Association and people like you, I have more hope than ever before. From day one, they've treated me like family at my local care center. MDA is the only one that funds over 150 care centers across the U.S. to help provide state-of-the-art care for adults and kids like me.
For over 70 years, MDA has been transforming the lives of people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and other related neuromuscular diseases. They fund the research for breakthrough treatments, care, and cures. And MDA provides support to thousands of families like mine and Ethan's in communities like yours. Thanks to MDA, kids and adults can live life to its fullest. Join us and learn more at mda.org today.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out: the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained Town Screen in Salem.
Life just got a whole lot easier with grocery delivery from your Country Mart here in Salem. Now available through Instacart. Skip the trip and shop from the comfort of your own home. Whether it's fresh produce, household essentials, or last-minute needs, Country Mart has you covered. Simply visit their Instacart page, select your items, and schedule a delivery time that works for you. It's just that easy. Support your local grocers, save time, and enjoy the convenience of shopping with Instacart today. Shop from home, shop with ease, shop Country Mart with Instacart.
Direct cash cattle trade ended the day with some steam and cash hogs closed lower. Good morning, I'm Kellen Havikin with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade started to pick up steam Thursday afternoon. A light trade reported by a Nebraska regional at $380 on a dressed basis, $1 higher than last week. Those cattle were set for delivery the week of August 4th. An additional 200 head of cattle sold in Kansas at $231 on a live basis. More significant trade volume could develop today. At the West Point Livestock Sale Barn in Nebraska, the USDA says the sale had a nice run of feeder cattle with a strong market. Cattle sold steady to higher throughout the day. There was a large supply of yearling cattle and demand was good with a strong internet presence. Supply included 30% steers with 89% of the offering over 600 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steers 626 to 636 pounds brought 353 to 370 with an average price of 359.47. Medium and large one feeder heifer 612 to 636 pounds brought 313 to 330 with an average price of 313.74. Boxed beef close mix choice was 43 cents higher at 373.28 and select was 407 lower at 353.84. Estimated cattle slaughter was 115,000 head. Cash hogs closed lower. The cash hog market continues to struggle to find some consistency. In Thursday's export sales report from the USDA, pork saw a week-to-week decline. However, China did buy some of the commodity. Barrows and Gilts, the National Daily Direct closed 202 lower with a base range of 101.50 to 113 with a weighted average price of 110.70. At the Iowa, Minnesota, 134 lower with a weighted average price of 111.09. And the Western Corn Belt closed 147 lower with a weighted average price of 110.96. Butcher hogs were steady at the Midwest cash markets in Dorchester, Wisconsin, and Garnaville, Iowa. Barrows and Gilts were priced at $84. At Illinois, sows were steady at $62 to $74. Boars were marked at $18 to $35. Pork values closed $1.58 higher at $116.32. Loins, butts, picnics, hams, and bellies were higher. Ribs were sharply lower. At the CME, live and feeder cattle futures were mixed, watching direct businesses start to develop. August live cattle, $223.67, down 22 cents. In October was 42 cents lower at $220.32. Lean hog futures were up on this week's trend in pork. August was 140 higher at 105.82. I'm Kellen Havikin for Brownfield.
Hi, I'm Kim Holderness.
And I'm Penn Holderness. You don't have to have an amazing race to the doctor, but you should make time for routine cancer screenings.
I schedule my mammogram and other cancer screenings around my birthday and then treat myself to lunch.
I do too, because, of course, everyone likes lunch.
The C word can be scary, but routine screenings can detect cancer before symptoms appear.
And early detection equals better outcomes.
Go to preventcancer.org to find out which cancer screenings you need.
My doctor said I could use something called a biosimilar. Then she told me what it is.
A biosimilar is a type of biologic medication. Just like brand name drugs have generic versions, original biologics can have biosimilars.
So I asked what the benefits are and if they work the same.
Biosimilars have the same safety, effectiveness, and quality as the original biologic. They also offer more medication options at potentially more competitive prices.
My doctor said I could learn more at fda.gov/biosimilars.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that would take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Gary Michael Valero of Salem passed away July 7th. Funeral services for Gary Valero will be today at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Gary Valero started at 11 this morning and will continue until service time. Burial will be in the Jadwin Cemetery. And all arrangements for Gary Michael Valero of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Mary Lynn Davis Botkin, age 67, of Salem, passed away Saturday, July 12th. Memorial services for Mary Lynn Botkin will be at 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Mary Lynn Botkin will also be on Saturday from 12 noon until service time at 2 o'clock. Memorial contributions may be made to help with final expenses. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Mary Lynn Davis Botkin of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Reverend Billy Guy Anderson, age 90, of Salem, passed away July 11th. Celebration of life will be held at Faith Assembly Church at a later time, and that time will be announced, and date will be announced. Private graveside services will be held at Cedar Grove Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions may be made to the Salem Faith Missions food distribution in care of Salem Faith Missions. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Reverend Billy Guy Anderson of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Francis Jean Morani Fernal, age 84, of Salem, passed away Wednesday, July 16th. Graveside services for Francis Jean Fernal will be at 10 o'clock Tuesday, July 22nd at Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery in St. Louis. And all arrangements for Francis Jean Marinani Fernal are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Kevin Neil Seibert, age 69, of Salem, passed away Thursday, July 17th. Funeral services for Kevin Seibert will be Monday evening at 7 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Kevin Seibert will start at 5 Monday afternoon and continue till service time at 7. Memorial contributions may be made to Green Forest Cemetery or Gladden Empire Cemetery. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Kevin Neil Seibert of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that cost you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It's now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Dent County 4-H and FFA Expo show started at 7 o'clock this morning with the hog show, and it was followed by the sheep and goat show. The beef and dairy shows will start at 2 o'clock today, followed by the buyer supper at 6:30 tonight. Tomorrow morning, the highlight of the expo will be the 4-H and FFA market sale, which will begin at 9 o'clock. Everyone is invited, but if you can't make it, the auction will be carried live on KSMO Radio, AM 1340 and FM 95.7, and also live streamed on KSMO Media, KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream, Facebook, and the KSMO YouTube and Twitch channels. The Denton County Commissioners met Thursday morning at the Denton County Courthouse. Don Moore from Public Water Supply District Number 1 was in attendance as they are trenching in a new water line on Denton County Road 4180, which caused complaints to Commissioner Keith Green by residents whose yards were torn up. The Water District was going to put the new line in the county road easement, but apparently used the state road easement of 25 feet from the center of the road instead of the county easement of 15 feet from the center of the road, and also apparently did not contact the residents of this work, which upset many people. Commissioner Green said the Water District should have contacted him so that he could let them know where to trench the new water line. He does not want the new water line put against the roadway or in the bottom of the ditch line in the easement. Green, Moore, and the contractor met on the road Thursday to discuss any further work on the project. A resident who lives on the county road 4180, Kathy Crocker, also came in after Moore had left and discussed the situation with the commission. Cindy Jones from We the People gave the commissioners a press release from the Missouri House of Representatives on property tax reform, public hearing dates that will be held to develop solutions promoting fairness, transparency, and sustainability. The hearings near our area include July 30th in Lebanon at the Wallace Center at 5:30, August 20th in St. Louis at the Center of Clayton at 5:30, and on Wednesday, September 3rd at 11 o'clock in the morning at the State Capitol House Hearing Room Number 3 in Jefferson City. For more information, go to house.mo.gov. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Green said the crews will be grading in the areas of Dent County Road 4000 and 5500, while brush will be cut on County Road 5051. Green said that on Monday, workers will have to replace a large culvert on Denton County Road 4210, which will be closed that area most of the day. Green said county workers will try to let all those residents who will be affected know about the road closures on Monday. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams stated grading will be done on Denton County Roads 3120, 3130, and 3135. Williams indicated rock will be added to County Road 4380, where a culvert is being replaced, and also on County Road 5260, where crews are making repairs to the low water crossing. Williams reported debris is being removed from Dent County Road 5240, and if there's enough time, the crews would repair the low water crossing on County Road 5310. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said he attended the Ozark River Solid Waste Management Advisory Council meeting in St. James at the MRPC offices. He reported the district was created in 1991 to help reduce solid waste by 40% in the state, and more of the regions have done that. But that is not the case in the Ozark Rivers region. A lot of the problem is the increased use of plastics in everyday life. And Larson said the district is working on a way to educate people better on the dangers of plastics and possibly create a better way to recycle plastics. He also said tires are also being recycled to be used in asphalt after the steel is removed because of its flexibility. But the same cannot be said for asphalt shingles, which get dried out from the sun and exposure and lose their elasticity. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley attended the 90th annual NACO conference in Philadelphia, where county officials from all over the country gathered to discuss issues facing rural communities. She said she attended the Missouri Rural Caucus Conference, the U.S. Election Associate Commission Conference, and also attended the USDA Conference. Jeff Chronister and Bill Budnick from Allers Acres and Arney Insurance discussed bidding for the county's auto, property, and liability insurance this year. Sheriff Bob Wells came in and requested a reallocation of opioid expenditure funds previously approved by the Opioid Settlement Fund Board for the purchase of a Flock safety license plate reader. This is an automated license plate recognition network designed to capture and log vehicle details in real time. The request was approved by the Commission. The next meeting of the Commission will be Monday morning at 9 o'clock in the courthouse, and the meeting will be open to the public. The Salem RD Board of Education held their regular meeting Thursday evening at 5:30 in the district administrative offices. After approving the agenda and consent agenda, Superintendent Dr. Nathan Wills shared an update on the progress of the FEMA building construction, stating they hope to start moving furniture into the building as early as the last week in July. Dr. Wills also stated repairs at the track will begin soon, and while he would like to see those repairs completed before the start of football season, it's more realistic that the track repairs will conclude by next summer. He also gave updates to roof and parking lot repairs, as well as an update to the district personnel manual and handbook, amending the leave policy and removing the verbiage regarding pay scale. Dr. Wills congratulated Mr. Wofford on being named South Central Regional Teacher of the Year. In new business, the board approved several key items, including the district's AMI plan, participation in the baseline salary grant, and a series of Missouri School Boards Association, MSBA, policy updates. They accepted a bid from Byron & Jones in the amount of $121,000 to repair the track, and a $100,100 bid from B. Fitz Enterprises to repair the parking lots at the upper elementary, the middle school, and the senior high school. Changes to the 2025-26 personnel handbook and meal prices were also approved, and the tax rate hearing was scheduled for August 21st at 5:15, followed immediately by the next board meeting. The board set graduation for May 15, 2026, with a makeup date of May 17th. They also voted to pursue a replacement for Stephen Patterson's board seat and approved 2 new hires. The board then adjourned to executive session to discuss personnel matters. Southeast Missouri Behavioral Health, referred to as KSMO, a trusted provider of mental health and substance use treatment in Central and Southeast Missouri, will soon become part of the nation's largest nonprofit behavioral health organization. KSMO is an affiliate of Brightly, a Springfield-based nonprofit that recently announced plans to merge with Centerstone, a Nashville-based behavioral health provider. The 2 organizations will have entered into a non-binding agreement and expect to finalize the merger by November of this year. When completed, the unified organization will serve more than 250,000 people annually and operate more than 360 behavioral health facilities across 9 states. For residents of Denton County and surrounding areas, this merger means that services currently provided by KSMO will be strengthened through access to broader resources, expanded provider networks, and advanced research-backed care models. KSMO will continue to operate as usual with no disruptions in patient care. Clients will keep seeing their current care teams and assessing services close to home. The demand for mental health and addiction services is at record levels following the COVID-19 pandemic. Providers like KSMO face increasing challenges from workforce shortages to evolving regulations. By joining forces, Brightly and Centerstone aim to stabilize and expand community-based services in rural areas like Dent County, ensuring local access to life-saving treatment now and into the future. The combined organization will have more than 10,000 employees and over $1 billion in annual revenue, positioning it to lead innovation and expand care nationwide. The National Council for Mental Health Well-Being has praised the merger as a model for strengthening the U.S. behavioral health system through collaboration. For more information, you can contact Rance Berger by calling or texting 573-286-9393, or you can email him at rance.berger@burrellcenter.com. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Be listening Saturday to KSMO or online at ksmoradio.com at 9 a.m. for the live broadcast of the 4-H and FFA Livestock Auction at the Dent County Commons during the 4-H and FFA Expo. Plus, you can watch it live on the KSMO Stream Facebook page and YouTube. You'll hear all of the exciting calls of the auctioneer as they introduce the animals, the 4-H and FFA member who raised the animals, and the actual bidding process. Don't miss this exciting event. Again, be listening at 9 o'clock to KSMO AM 1340 or stream with us at ksmoradio.com or watch live on the KSMO Stream Facebook page and YouTube. This Saturday from the Dent County Commons during the 4-H and FFA Livestock Auction.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
What makes a community bank? Your friends at the Bank of Salem have the answer. They have a knowledgeable and friendly staff. Their people are fair, honest, and dependable. They offer great service with low fees, and the bank is dedicated and involved in community activities. The Bank of Salem is proud to be a sponsor of the live broadcast of the 4-H and FFA Livestock Auction this Saturday. Stop by the Bank of Salem, where the customer comes first. Member FDIC.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. From the ongoing training of our line workers to classroom safety programs for our kids, our commitment to electrical safety has always been job one. So we can deliver reliable energy and peace of mind. That's why safety runs through everything we do.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you by your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Major League Baseball teams are fresh off the All-Star break and are heading into the second half of the season, many with games today. Kansas City Royals are 47-50 on the season, third in the AL Central, and will be in Miami tonight to face the 44-51 Marlins at 6:10. The 51-46 St. Louis Cardinals are third in the National League Central and will be playing live tonight on KSMO Radio 1340 AM and 95.7 FM against the 47-50 Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch will be at 8:40 with the pregame coverage set to start at 7:35. And that's been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollack. SEC Football Media Days for Mizzou, and the players were asked about the hype surrounding their second game of the season when the Tigers host Kansas. Center Connor Tollison from Jackson was 9 years old the last time MU and KU played, but he says it'll be fun to renew the rivalry.
It's a big one. I think it stems a long time ago. They haven't played in, it's got to be 10, 13 years now. So I think the fans are excited, but I would say these players, us, and I bet they are too, are excited to, kind of renew that border war.
2011, the last time they played in football. Safety Dalen Carnell says playing the first 6 games at home can be a big advantage for Mizzou. 18-3 at home in their last 3 seasons.
I love playing at home, so it's a little bit the downside to that. The first away game, not to the 7th game of the season. If we take care of business at home, the first 6 games, I feel like we'll be confident going to our first away game, and we'll be all good.
And the Tigers have won 10 straight on Faurot Field. Rashee Rice, the Chiefs' wide receiver, sentenced to 5 years probation and 30 days in jail for his high-speed crash in Dallas last year. Following the ruling, the NFL is expected to suspend him. Rice hit 119 in a rented Lamborghini that triggered a 6-car crash that injured 4 people. Training camp starts next week for the Chiefs. The Royals visit the Miami Marlins, and the Cardinals will play the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight. And the Savannah Bananas are at Busch Stadium for 2 games tonight and tomorrow. Finally, after their games got rained out in April, weather should be good enough, Nanner fans. Pitcher Kyle Gibson retiring after 13 years. He spent last season with the Cardinals, started 30 games and went 8-8. Gibson was a first-round pick out of Mizzou, taken 22nd overall by the Twins in 2009. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Mama, what does the chicken say? Dog. Cat. Giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You're not at your house. You're at a lavish seaside estate. You're not walking the dog. You're hunting for clues in an Agatha Christie mystery. See it differently with BritBox. Stream an endlessly entertaining collection of British TV, including new original series, Ludwig, starring David Mitchell.
Bit awkward, really. I think I might just have solved a murder.
And Outrageous, a scandalous true story.
Seems there's a political extremist in every family these days.
See it differently when you stream the best of British TV with BritBox.
Hey, it's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z from the Country Top 40 Countdown. And join me as we count them down this weekend to see if Ella Langley is going to get a second week at number 1 with Weren't for the Win. I'll tell you, Morgan and Sam Hunt are right on her heels. Anything can happen. So I'll see you this weekend for all the hits on the Country Top 40 with Fitz right here.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Interstate Regional Stockyards in Cuba is proud to sponsor the live broadcast of the 4-H and FFA Livestock Auction this Saturday. It doesn't matter if you're big or small at Interstate Regional Stockyards in Cuba, your business is important to them. For the field representative for Dent County and the surrounding counties, call John Hagler at 729-3698 or the barn at 573-885-7431.
Here at KSMO, it's now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay right here on your hometown radio station as I'll be back after the top of the 1 o'clock hour with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. A Republican member of Missouri's congressional delegation has been vocal about the Trump administration not releasing the Epstein files. Elisa Nelson reports Southwest Missouri Congressman Eric Burleson says he wants justice for the hundreds of victims.
The U.S. Justice Department has not released its files on the reported suicide and client list of international sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. Congressman Eric Burleson has been outspoken and wants the department to release the files. Does he want an investigation?
I would support like a special counsel or some kind of investigation.
Bill Clay, the first African American to represent Missouri in Congress, has died at the age of 94. KMOX political analyst Michael Kelly says Clay grew a Democratic political machine.
In St. Louis politics, he had a lot of elected officials down the ballot who had allegiance to him.
And Jackson County Executive Frank White has vetoed an ordinance that would have scheduled a recall election against him for August 26th. This is Missouri Net.
What is dementia? Is it the same as Alzheimer's? What is vascular dementia, Lewy body, FTD, TBI, and CTE? If someone has memory loss, does that mean they have dementia? Millions of Americans ask these questions every day. I did too, and I learned. My wife Ginny developed dementia. I didn't know what to do or what was coming next. I'm Kevin Jameson, volunteer and president of the Dementia Society of America. I'm excited to offer you a free guide to understanding dementia. It's filled with facts about dementia, care planning, how doctors can help, and ways to keep your brain as healthy as possible. The Dementia Society of America is a national nonprofit, and we're ready to answer your questions. You want to live life to the fullest. I know that. Ginny did too, and I'm confident that we can help. Get your copy of the guide. Go to 1-800-DEMENTIA.org or call 1-800-DEMENTIA. Thank you.
Made for agriculture, we are MFA.
Get your calves off to a good start with MFA branded feeds with time-tested